us how to help kids create like multimedia introduction presentations for it, so like that they can make their own bio where they can introduce who they are, use video, audio, art, all that kind of cool stuff. And that'll simultaneously teach them how to use the device at the same time. So that was a cool thing.
And we can streamline our resources using iTunes University.
Yeah, I think something like the presentation software that we saw with Keynote, like just in 20 minutes we saw a bunch of options that could be used in a wide variety of ways to give kids a lot of options on how to complete something.
Part of engagement is accessibility, and I think it really closes that gap to what resources are available to kids when. So they can be engaged when they're not in the walls of our schools.
It kind of democratizes the learning process. Like it makes it where everybody gets to be on a level playing field, and we get to reach our kids a lot easier with this, with this device. Plus, since so many of them are digital natives anyway, I mean, we're kind of meeting them where they are.
Almost intrinsic differentiation too, built right into it. Yeah, because of that.
I think it's almost more sensible in that we're not going to have to continuously be buying new things to stay updated. We may buy new software, but they'll already have the tools really that they need to stay up to date with everything going on.
Reluctance will cost us more in the long run. The old story is that teachers fought against letting kids bring ballpoint pens into the classroom. Like that was the technology that they were afraid of. Socrates famously fought against writing as a new innovation, and we know how that worked out for us. So we can't fight against this. I mean, our kids want this as a means of engagement and learning, so why not give it to them? And then they'll be much more prepared in the future.
Globally, they'll be prepared globally to
Globally.
compete with other districts and other schools and around the world.
Honestly, I think I've been bringing this up a lot lately because my daughter is going to be in the district in a year and a half, but it's exciting as a teacher and as a parent too, to see where we're headed and to see the resources that she's going to be able to use. So you get a little bit of a different perspective when you have a kid who's going to be using these things too. So I'm excited in that regard to have my own kid be able to use this stuff and me to kind of learn with her. So.
I'm excited to see a tangible piece of evidence of equity finally. We talk about equity a lot all the time, and this is an example of like we're actually being like, hey, everybody's getting this, everybody's using this in some kind of way, and I think everybody's going to benefit from it. Giving our kids a window to outside of their little communities is going to be life-changing for them. So I'm excited about that.
That's a great point.
I'm excited to see what the kids do. I mean, I think there's just a lot of potential for them to be creative and to make work that is easily shared amongst a lot of people. So I think they will have a larger audience to share their work with. I'm excited to see the kind of work